All across the country, parents and children return to their schools, thinking of those 26 families from Sandy Hook Elementary. Last night, the president assured them he will take action, saying they are not alone. And as we said this week here at ABC News, we will join the search for answers about gun violence in America. But we do begin this evening in a community that is shattered but holding on. And ABC's Dan Harris, who has been there from the start, watched as the funerals began today. Dan?
Diane, good evening. This growing carpet of cards and flowers and teddy bears behind me is a symbol of a community that is hoping, in the words of one of the signs here, that love will get them through this. First, though, they need to get through the funerals, which began today. Today in Newtown, a funeral for 6-year-old Noah Posner, who was eulogized as a boy who liked animals, video games, and Mexican food. He used to tell people he worked in a taco factory. At his funeral, an onlooker collapsed as the procession passed. Inside, his mother shared stories that had everybody in tears.
And when she told him, "I love you," his answer was, "Not as much as I love you."
A few miles away, another funeral. Jack Pinto, also 6, a huge sports fan whose favorite New York Giants player, Victor Cruz, wore his name on his cleats during Sunday's game.
I was honored, man. It was, I couldn't even express to them how great that made me feel.
Jack's friends from the wrestling team showed up today in their little uniforms. At a news conference today, the normally stoic state trooper who's been briefing reporters choked up when asking for privacy for the families.
This time I can take a couple questions.
He also revealed that there were actually 2 adult survivors of Friday's rampage, not one, both female employees with gunshot wounds.
Investigators will, in fact, speak with them when it's medically appropriate, and certainly they will shed a great deal of light on the facts and circumstances of this tragic investigation.
With the school itself remaining a crime scene, perhaps for months, police said today, 75 to 100 volunteers are now fixing up an unused middle school in the next town over.
We want to have them come in and feel that they are safe and secure.
The national outpouring is being felt keenly here, from the president visiting with families Sunday night.
I can only hope it helps for you to know that you're not alone in your grief.
To the local florist, where they are overwhelmed with people from all over the country calling to order flowers. Back now at the makeshift memorial where a marching band is playing. School officials haven't announced yet when classes will start up again for the students from Sandy Hook Elementary. The rest of the schools here in Newtown will reopen tomorrow, which could be a tricky prospect for some parents who may not want to let their kids out of their sight.